Hello, this is John here. I'd like to read some inspired words that I've written down. If you're willing to listen. Okay, one mind in Christ. To be one mind, you have to know and understand why He came to deliver a sword. Remember what He said about being as kids in conscience, not being judgmental, not hating one another, not doing anything according to sin, hate, all that hate and all. Anyway, remember when He said to be kids and conscious again, and how the kingdom of heaven is within, for it doesn't come with observation, like seeing it. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, Revelation did say the kingdom was going to come down, but Jesus said himself, it doesn't come with observation. For you're born again into the kingdom, which is his body, his death, burial, and resurrection. That's how you're saved. It's by grace through faith in Christ. They always use the word in. Everybody does. It's always in. Go ahead and try it. Try to say you're not saved in Christ. Go ahead and try it. You can't. He said all that so that the world through him, by him and in him, you might be saved. John 3:16, should not perish, but have everlasting life. I didn't say the whole. Anyway, well, for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. For he sent his Son not into the world to condemn the world, condemnation, wrath, and all that, according to the law of wrath and condemnation, but the world through him might be saved, through love, and everything according to his word. But you got to dig for it. I'm trying to give you the gold that I've found. I mean, what I'm saying has already been written it's been spoken by him. And the law and the prophets were until John. It says that. And so you're going to rightly divide. You've got to take Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, even though Christ came and fulfilled the law. He said it was till John. He said it himself. I picked that up like 6 months ago or 3 months ago. I read that. He said, I mean, even Paul, Paul's inspired words were according to Christ. It's the power of his salvation. He said all that so that the world through him might be saved. If someone dies that's not saved, what would happen to them? I mean, if there's many worlds and many people, and there's only a few, maybe I've already got it written down here, only a few people saved, then there's only a few people in heaven, right? Many worlds. It's like recycling, kind of, I'd assume. Okay. What would happen to them? If you or I have Christ in our minds, his spirit, his life, because his words are life, and all his word, he'll fight till hell freezes over for you in the court, for you and I, in the courts of heaven, possibly in the courts of the Gentiles in heaven, because there's going to be a court of Gentiles, and they're all going to be pointing fingers at one another in a court, trying to hand out rewards when our reward is Christ. He is the reward. They can't take him from you. They can't do it. They're going to throw all kinds of crap at you, but they can't take Christ from you. I don't care what they say. They're not doing it. He is also Lord of the harvest. He's Lord of heaven. He's Lord of earth. He's my Lord. He's your Lord. He's omnipotent. He's everywhere all at once, and we're in him. By him, we're saved in him. He has and he gives and appoints power to any that be with him, by him, and through him. So once we are in heaven, which is Christ, in Christ, I think it's a literal in Christ, because from what I've read, if we're reading the same Bible, it's born again in his body. Death, burial, and resurrection. He is the resurrection, is what he said. At hopefully the right hand. So once we are in heaven, at hopefully the right hand of God, he'll show us sons as the Father has shown him the Father. That didn't turn out right. Well, anyway, that's all I have for now. I guess I'll come back when I've rewritten some of this stuff. That's all for now.